Hi and good evening, everyone. My name's Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your night to join me. I really appreciate it. Joke, joke time. So, this shirt says church on it, but it also has a hole in it. So, do I dare say that it is an extra holy shirt? I had to say it, right? The first joke I think I ever put away and logged in my brain to remember was an episode of the Adam West Batman series where Robin was attempting to get on one of the Joker's boats or something. There was a lot of boat play back then in the DC Adam West version universe of Batman. But at any rate, Robin and Batman are attempting to scale the side of a boat, I think of which belongs to the Joker. The Joker, he's international. Anyways, the Joker, they're doing this whole thing, and Robin is on the side of the ship or whatever, and he says, "Holy sheet metal, Batman," because like there's bad guys shooting at the base of the ship, and it has holes in it, so he says, "Holy sheet metal." And anyways, I hope that you guys are having a really good night. I know that I'm planning on doing nothing. Hopefully here in a little bit I'll be able to go to the store and grab some ginger beer, which is not alcoholic. So I know this sounds stupid, but like, okay, so I'm just a man. I'm just a man. Anyways, I'm not gonna say that joke because I'm not gonna give him the credit. But regardless, yeah, I even, forgot what I was talking about there. Anyways, I'm being too careful with my joke telling these days. I really gotta unwind. Anyways, so I'm like figuring out what to do tonight or whatever. Oh yeah, yeah, the whole ginger beer thing. So check this out. So my gullibility and naivety, I guess, would so as a kid, right? You get sick, you drink Sprite, you drink 7 Up, you drink ginger ale. When you get older and you enter the world of wine and spirits and beer consumption, you then are told beers are ales, and then well that there's beers, lagers, ales. Again, I'm not the guy. All I'm saying is that, like, if you didn't know this, like, ginger ale is different from ginger beer in that, like, the beer is stronger than the ale, but it just has ginger, but it's been brewed still, but it's non-alcoholic. So, like, cool stuff. Just, I didn't know that, like, at all. And so I don't know if I felt, like, stupid for not knowing that or smart for learning it. But regardless, yeah, just like root beer. I don't know if there's like a root ale, but like I don't know. I just yeah. Anyways, so tonight, after I guess I go look for some ginger beer, but again, I say it laughingly because like there's a difference, and ginger beer is so much stronger than ginger ale. But if you're a fan of ginger, this is like your sleeper. This is what you're looking for. And if you're sick, you know what I mean? I've learned that I think I like the ginger a lot more than anything else. Like if you're nauseated or you got an upset stomach or something. So I think there's some truth to that. I am not a scientist, so let's not assume anything here. But yeah, so tonight, I'll be chilling. Hulu actually has posted all of the Alien movies, in anticipation for the theatrical release of the new Aliens movie. Hey, I'm a fan of the Aliens movies, okay? Like I was born in 87, years after the original Alien and Aliens sequel movie. But for all intents and purposes, who doesn't like Aliens or Alien? I don't know. Let's just call it the Alien franchise. But seriously, I grow up. It's good storytelling. Obviously, James Cameron is a pretty good producer, as well as a collaborative writer, right? My roommate and I earlier were talking about Terminator, and you know, There's really a multi sort of generational vibe on that movie, and while some people are scared or whatever of it, because of the fears of tech or whatever, maybe the age that it came out with when the age they were when it came out with or whatever, but mostly everybody loves Terminator, everybody loves Aliens, everyone knows or likes Star Trek or Star Wars. I mean, science fiction gets sold short here in this country. Like in terms of like people love science fiction, and I think people like science fiction because it explores the human condition and it makes us, think outside of the box, as it concerns our own political and agendas and our own, individual aspirations and so forth. And so I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise, and I'm happy that it's on Hulu, right? So that I can watch all of it in its goodness. I have binged the Alien franchise before, with the exception of Alien Resurrection or something, which is what I'm watching now. Which I guess not Alien Resurrections. I was gonna Google wiki the other entries in the franchise because about 6 months ago or so, I found a copy of all the aliens on one DVD, like in one DVD box, the first one, the second one, and the third one. But yeah, now I want to see this other one, the most recent adaptation of the movie or the film franchise. It's the prequel to the original Alien series, and so that's what's going down in my life right now. It's Ridley Scott, who again, Ridley Scott I think is the same person who did the Chronicles of Riddick, which obviously, like, I think Chronicles of Riddick is a sleeper in that if they had just gotten a couple better actors, and not Vin Diesel because he played a pretty good role in the movie, but like the villains and stuff, I felt like that could have been like a real good, blockbuster franchise. I don't know if it really was, I guess. It was a big budget, didn't really make all that much money, but yeah, again, science fiction. We've had entries on the channel before where we strictly just talk about science fiction, or it's the movies, right? We haven't even talked about like Alien versus Predator or any of those entries into the franchise. I think a lot of fans were disappointed, honestly. I know that I was in terms of being that big science fiction fan, and then the reboots of Alien, and then the first conceptualization or AVP or whatever, and then AVP Requiem, and then Predators. I mean, like, yeah, I feel like again the story just still has so much more room for growth, and it was halted during that particular time. For example, I remember there's a game on Super Nintendo that like anytime I'd go to Blockbuster, I'd try to look for, for years as a little kid, and I'd repeatedly rent it or whatever. But it was the Alien and Predator game, which was, I think you could be both Alien and Predator, and then like you fought each other and stuff, and that was a really, really, really cool game. To this day, it's probably one of my favorite games, to play on any console. And so the Alien franchise is fun. It's good storytelling. It's a real good, production value as it concerns the actual distribution of the movies and so forth. There's some really cool toys. Yeah, I feel like if there were aliens, maybe they like would, they're like, hey, that's not how we act, or something. It's just, I like to think a little bit silly sometimes. But as far as the franchise concerns, it's on Hulu right now, and if you have Hulu, definitely check it out if it's something that you are into. You feel me? Be about 8 hours of your life, and maybe cost you a bag of popcorn or something and some bedtime. But hey, that's about as cheap as anybody can get these days with prices as high as they are outside in the world. So I hope that y'all have a really good night, and if you're not going out or whatever, definitely, I don't know, consider watching the Alien franchise if you're a fan of science fiction, because all of them right now are streaming for free on Hulu, and then also, well, for free, and that if you pay like $3 a month or something, if you get that first month free or whatever. Yeah, so it's a good idea. I'm gonna go with it. I'm just sitting back here in my room waiting for my eyebrow to go back and next week to come because next week's gonna be kind of busy. So as well as tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're going to the gym. Yay. But we'll talk about that more in an upcoming stream. So I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thank you again for watching my channel, and thank you again for supporting Vlogs About Nothing. I really appreciate it. Seriously, we're on this journey together, and I'm a pretty happy guy, to go along on it. So thanks for joining me. Bye.